everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It is me, Erin, and I am the Erintainer. Back at it again to start your week off with a little bit of fun, with a little bit of excitement, because if you're my age, you probably need a little more excitement in your life. My beautiful, beautiful B words. It is time yet again for another crazy Reddit story. So, you know what? Let's stop beating around the bush and get on with it. Am I the a-hole for moving on so quickly after my husband left me? Probably not. I don't want to pass off judgment too quick, but sounds like no. But let's see. Let's hear the whole story. My 47 female husband, 47 male, asked for a separation on our 14th anniversary while we were away in a foreign country to celebrate. Are you kidding me, dude? I hope you went and found yourself a hot Italian man or something because that is shocking. While we weren't as close as we used to be, we almost never fought and generally enjoyed each other's company and families. We do not have any children. The night before our anniversary, he brought up he wasn't very happy in the relationship but didn't know why. The next morning, I asked to see his phone and he said no. What? Okay, you're unhappy in your marriage because you're not actively nurturing it. You both need to have conversations like this before you start just sexting or texting some other person. He said I would find flirty messages with one or more other women on it. He had made some female friends through school and work, and he said he felt like there might be someone out there who was a better fit for him on your anniversary. You couldn't wait or do this before the anniversary. It's not like this is a surprise. You're literally like, okay, I am going to emotionally cheat on my wife, but I don't know how to tell her. So I think the best way to tell her is when we travel for a vacation to celebrate a huge milestone of our marriage. And then I'll tell her. Are you freaking crazy? I swear to God, I don't understand what y'all are thinking out there, but this is not how you do this. Oh my God. I said I did not want to do a trial separation as I don't believe you can work on something if you aren't living together. Wow, what a great point. If he wanted to separate, it would be final. He understood, but said it was something he had to do. Oh my gosh. I feel like, okay, he's 47. I feel like he's having one of those midlife crises where he's like, oh my gosh, I only have, a few more years of my prime left. Maybe his hair is turning gray. He's getting some salt and pepper. Maybe he's getting attention from younger girls at work. So he's thinking he is hot shit. You know what I mean? And this, I feel like every time I hear a story like this where the husband is like, oh, I just feel like I never got to experience being a little bit of a hoe when I was younger, or I just want a hall pass because I'm feeling stagnant in my life, or yada, yada, yada. And then they go out and they try and they have no luck getting any, you know what I'm talking about. I just think, and I think it goes both ways too. I don't know. I feel like there are just things you got to do, whatever works for you, to keep your relationship a little spicy, a little exciting. But this is not the way to do it. If you want to open up and experiment, maybe have that conversation with your wife, but you don't on your anniversary say, hey, by the way, I've been having multiple emotional affairs and I think we should split up because I think I have a better fit with someone else after 14 years of marriage. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. After being away for only 2 days, we rebooked our flights home, flew home, and he packed some belongings and left. 7 days later, he asked to come home and we started marriage counseling. Wow, you are much more patient than me. I would have been like, no, you made your choice, boy. Get out. Go on, get. Get. Yeehaw. He had a lot of trouble admitting that he had at least one emotional affair. The counseling was not helpful. He was defensive and not open to it. Well, then there's no point in going to counseling if he's going to be a D-bag. I suspect something physical happened with the other woman, but I do not have any proof. He had deleted all of his flirty texts, Snapchat, etc., so I could not see them. If you are 47 and married, there is no reason for you to have a Snapchat. Sorry. No reason whatsoever. Snapchats are for Little 20-somethings send their nudes and influencers who make money from Snapchat. I don't know how it works. I'm not a Snapchat influencer. I'm a wannabe YouTube influencer. After 4 weeks of living together again and attending counseling sessions, he decided he no longer wanted to try to save the marriage and he was leaving. He packed up and left a few hours later. He stayed with a friend, found a new apartment, and signed a 1-year lease. Wow. I was devastated and even had to take time off of work to process what had happened and attend individual counseling. Good for you for taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, though, honestly. After 4 weeks, I started to feel a bit better. I went out for drinks with a group of 4 coworkers that live in my area and found I really enjoyed one of them, 42 male, a lot. You found a younger man. Okay. I had only met him over Zoom before. We started seeing each other a couple times a week. Quite quickly, it grew into a truly amazing, loving relationship. I've stayed in counseling throughout as it wasn't easy to process the sudden ending of my long term marriage at the same time as beginning something new. It's been about 7 months now. My ex husband eventually decided he wanted to try to save the marriage again. Of course he did. Because how dare he leave to try to be happy and be miserable while you move on and find a hot younger dude? Because he was the one who was supposed to find the hot younger partner. He was the one who asked for the separation. He was the one who wasn't fulfilled. So, like, now you gotta go be fulfilled? Not on his watch, honey. Sorry, buddy. She found a hot younger man. I declined. Yes, you did. He says I'm the a hole for starting a new relationship so quickly within 6 weeks of him leaving. Our relationship was over as I can no longer trust him, and he has hurt me immensely. I do not want a relationship with someone I cannot trust. Am I the a hole for moving on? No. What did he want you to do? What did he expect you to do? He probably expected you to be like waiting in the sidelines for him so he could have the best of both worlds. He could leave you, go off, fool around for a while, and then whine his way back into your good graces when he decided it was convenient for him. I don't think so. You're about to have a hot girl summer and he can't handle that. How friggin' crazy do you have to be? This guy, I'm going to start when I start talking fast, you know I'm about to get a little pissed off. And I'm going to try to reel it in, Aaron, because this is a happy place. We're in the bubble of happiness. I'm happy for you. He snoozes, he loses. Sorry that no one else found him tolerable. Maybe the real problem is him. Maybe if he actually got into some therapy, he would understand that. He could self reflect. Instead, he's projecting all of these issues onto you. Yeah, did you move on really quickly after a 14-year marriage? Arguably, yes. But it sounds like you both were very unhappy for a long period of time. And maybe this relationship does work out, this new one, or maybe it's a fun little rebound for you to help start to understand and recognize what you deserve and that you deserve better. But regardless of whether this new relationship is going to stick or not, you do deserve better than your husband. And you are not the a hole for wanting to move on. Okay? Good on you. You're awesome. Keep going. F around and find out, ex husband. This is what happened. Right? Like, come on. And look, it's not just my opinion that matters, as much as I would love to say I'm always right, but maybe someone on Reddit has a different opinion. So let's check out some of these responses. Not the a hole. He left you twice. I guess you were supposed to just sit around wallowing in tears while he went off doing whatever and whoever until he was ready to come back to you? Exactly. I love this for her. I'm so glad she was able to show him that she wasn't pining away. I love even more that that wasn't OP's intent even. OP was just living their life and found someone who appreciates them. Yes, exactly. And someone goes, message to OP here. How is that even a question? He ruined your anniversary trip, is very likely to have cheated on you and dated other people after the marriage ended, and he wanted to end the marriage. Then out of nowhere, he says he wants to save the marriage after he destroyed it. Then he says you're an a-hole for dating someone when you were single? I refuse to answer this question. Somebody else finds OP attractive and desirable, so now the a-hole ex wants her back. He didn't seem to care when she had no one else in the picture. Wow, yep. And someone else says, gosh, if only he hadn't cheated, broken up with you on your anniversary, quit therapy, broke up with you again, moved out, and got a divorce. Yeah, this is all your fault. Obviously, that's sarcasm. Not the a-hole. Go live your best life. Yes, that's what I say. Go live your best life. Congrats on moving forward and realizing that you are more valuable than your ex even realizes. And F that loser. Am I right? This is what I mean about getting a little too snarky. But do you guys like the snark? Hmm? Some people like it when you're a little salty, snarky. Just let me know. This is another man making really dumb decisions. Boys, you gotta do better. You just gotta do better. I know it. I know I have some men in my audience. You're not all so bad. I get it, okay? But these guys, we just gotta take a vow right now to be better than all of the men I'm featuring in this video, okay? And maybe you already are and you're like, yep, I got this on lock. I am the perfect man. Then keep it up. Be the good example we all want to see in the world. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. Am I the a-hole for walking out of a baby shower early because I found out that my boyfriend has a work wife? Do you have a work wife or work husband? I've had like I've never outwardly called someone my work husband, but I've had people that I like really look forward to working with. But I feel like typically they're like gay boys, so my fiance would never have a reason to worry even if I called them. Actually, people did think that I was dating my gay best friend for a long time because we were always together. And we were both like, let's just keep rolling with this. If they think we're dating, they think we're dating. May as well be. My fiance didn't love it, but he also, I don't think, cared that much. It was just more funny for us, you know what I mean? One of my boyfriend's close colleagues had their baby shower today, and he asked if I wanted to tag along. I got there, everything was pretty, and there were some good vibes. It was mostly the colleague's family and 3 of his other coworkers that were there who ended up meeting, 1 male, 2 females. When my boyfriend went to introduce me to one of the women, his male coworker jumped in saying, "That's his work wife," and they all laughed. Ooh, so it wasn't the pregnant woman. I was thinking it was the pregnant woman, but it's just some other girl that's also there. My boyfriend didn't really laugh genuinely, but more coyly with his head down like he knew it wasn't right. I did not laugh at all and looked at both of them. The guy continued, "Yeah, everyone knows they're practically married. You should see their faces whenever one is missing out of work. They act so depressed. I asked if I could join them so I can get some free food too." Not verbatim, but that's basically what he said. So are they like bringing each other lunch or like going to lunch together and stuff? Because I would not like that. Most affairs happen in the workplace. You just got to be careful of those work wives. I had no words. The work wife tried to make light of the situation by tapping my shoulder and joking, "Don't worry, he's in good hands," the way I would wring this girl's neck. Pull her hair out, rip out an earring. Just kidding. I'm not violent. I wouldn't. And then she started telling my boyfriend that I was beautiful and he was lucky to have me. Yeah, it sounds like she's overcompensating, like working way too hard to be like, "There's nothing going on. LOL. Everything's totally fine. It's not like I've ever given him a PJ under his desk or anything. Don't worry about it, girl. Oh my God, let's be friends." No. I didn't know what to say. I smiled politely and whispered to my boyfriend that I was leaving. He tried gripping my hip harder as an indirect way of saying no, but I pulled it off and called an Uber to go home because I was distraught. He never mentioned having a work wife to me, and I don't like the thought of it at all. I guess people were asking where I went, and my boyfriend felt awkward because he had made up a lie for me leaving early when they could already tell the real reason why I left so abruptly. He wanted me to wait and talk it out later. I knew I was only going to get angrier if I did. Am I the a-hole? No. I don't think you're the a-hole. This is why communication is so important. Like, if you have a friend of the opposite sex while you are in a relationship, and I'm just talking for, straight relationships here, but you have to tell your partner about your friend. The thing, like, I don't care if my fiance has relationships with females, like friends who are girls, but I wanna know about it. If he was off getting coffee and lunch secretly with some chick at work, that's when I would get suspicious. If he was like inviting a friend to hang out and their name is Sam and Sam shows up and it turns out it's some chick and they're like going to go hang out in the basement and jam together, I would be like, what's going on? Where? No, 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 no. We can all three hang out because what's going on? What is this? Like I just want to know ahead of time because to me, if I don't know ahead of time, that means that you are trying to hide something. And if someone's gotten so close with the coworker that they're calling them their work wife, that would tell me that this has been going on for a while and for a long time my partner has not been transparent. Like, I don't know this person. I've never heard their name. You never talk about them. You are actively trying to withhold that information from me. Your boyfriend is the a hole. And if he is willing to lie to you, here's the thing, if it wasn't a big deal, he would have told you about it. But since he's holding the information back from you, that tells me that something could possibly be going on, or maybe there's some kind of relationship there or attraction there that he's like maybe resisting or they mutually have that's unspoken. The fact that you don't know about this chick is a red flag to me. You should at least know. Because I feel like if he had introduced her and had been like, "Oh, this is my work wife who I've told you about a million times, and like we have lunch together," da 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 da, she'd be like, "Oh, cool, nice to get a face to the name or whatever." But he's held all this information from you. I would have left too because I wouldn't have wanted to like observe their interactions. It would have felt awkward. Now you don't even you're supposed to be bonding with this coworker and her kid, and now you're like, I can't because you guys all know this information that I just found out and I'm trying to process it in the moment. It's just not fair to you. Your boyfriend has put you in an incredibly uncomfortable situation. See, when I first read this, I thought, oh, she went to the work wife's baby shower, nothing to worry about. But now I'm realizing and rereading it, oh, no, this is just another person that's at the baby shower. Yeah, I would not like that. I would be really rethinking staying in the relationship, honestly. Because if he's gonna lie to you about something that doesn't matter, like a work wife, what else is he gonna lie to you about? He obviously is totally fine lying to you, which I don't like. But let's see what some other people have to say, because maybe I'm overreacting. I would have felt uncomfortable as well and wanted to leave. I don't think your boyfriend would have appreciated it if the roles were reversed. It was disrespectful and inconsiderate. Did he leave the baby shower afterward or continue to stay? Yeah, I would say that's if he cared that much, why would he not leave with you? Have you spoken with him yet and told him how you feel? Yeah, you need to tell him how you feel for sure. She left and he stayed, probably got more relationship advice. Yeah, probably from his work wife. And she was probably like, oh my gosh, she's so overdramatic. There's totally nothing going on between us. Even though we have lunch together like every single day and I bring you desserts like every day and we go to happy hour every Friday. Like, what is the big deal? Come on, biatch. Ooh, this is interesting. The relationship advice thing is just his way of saying, I complain about you to her so she knows I'd leave. Wow. If this was a harmless relationship and running joke, OP's boyfriend would not have reacted the way he did. Looking down, laughing coyly. That's not the behavior of someone who has an unobjectionable relationship. Agreed. He also never told you about his work wife beforehand, which means he was okay with you not knowing and letting it continue. Not many partners would be okay with their SO having a relationship with a coworker like that, not the a-hole. Agreed. Really sounds to me like the coworker was being a bro. Dude was straight up telling you what was going on at work, but doing it as a joke. The way you described it, that guy was blunt AF. It didn't just randomly pop up in conversation. Dude went out of his way to tell you in a way that made it clear he knew you probably didn't know. Oh, that's interesting. So this dude, bro, was like intentionally trying to out. Ooh, that's interesting. Maybe he's been like observing this work wife relationship and thinks it's wrong and has been waiting for the opportunity to like make sure that the OP knows. That's a good that's a good dude. Honestly, that's a good. I would break up with my boyfriend and date the guy that told you about the work wife situation because it sounds like he's the only one with good morals in this entire work group. I love that guy. I think you need to drop your boo and move on with a different guy. That same guy who outed him at work and be like, well, this is my new work husband. I don't think you're the a-hole, OP. I think you deserve better. And I think that you should find better and leave this idiot. I'm just telling everyone to break up with each other. We are getting higher standards, everybody. The standards need to get higher. Stop letting people treat you poorly. You don't deserve it. You do not deserve it. It's an ass out summer. Go out there, find a hottie, and do whatever you want to do with them and make sure that they treat you right in the process, okay? Because you deserve better. If you're having concerns, don't let people gaslight you. Don't let people try to over-explain themselves. Drop their ass. They get one chance, one shot. They better not miss their chance to blow. I will quote Eminem as many times as I can on this channel. Am I aging myself? I think I am. With that, thank you all so much for being here today. I'm going to go live on Wednesday. Wednesday is my birthday. I'll be going live at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So make sure you have that marked off in your calendars. It'll be live. It'll be up. It'll be fun. We'll be partying. You can have your mimosa, your midday mimosa, and we'll just have a fun time. We can do some questions. Maybe I'll come up with a game or something fun to do. But yes, Wednesday, May 29th, 2024, we are going to have a little bit of fun on a live. So I hope y'all have an amazing rest of your week. I will see you then. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.